Let us now create a Datalab instance and we can see what it looks like. Before we begin, however, we need to enable some API. So if we click onto this button here and we go to API and services, we can press enable APIs and services and we search for cloud source repo, so this one here. And I've already enabled this, so please press enable API here when you see it. And after that, we can go back to the dashboard by clicking on this icon here. And we need to open the Google Cloud shell to run a command within Google. So we click this and you see down the bottom, it will provision our Google Cloud shell straight away, which is quite neat. To create a Datalab instance, we simply type Datalab create and you can give this instance. So this instance is actually a VM and we run our Datalab within that VM to access our BigQuery dataset. And we can give this name whatever we want. So I've called it Datalab instance 123. And choose your zone. Since I'm from Australia, I want to choose Australia Southeast, but choose a zone that is closest to you. After your instance has been initialized, you'll be able to see this line here. The connection to Datalab is now open and will remain until this command is killed. Now, they may prompt you to create an SSH key, and in that case, just go ahead and create one. And after that, you'll be able to see this. So now that we're on this screen, we can go here and press the web preview button, and then we can change port to 8081, and this will open the Datalab web UI. As you can see here, Google Cloud Datalab. We can just go into our notebooks and create a new notebook. We can call this notebook Weather Notebook. Okay. What's really interesting about Cloud Datalab is that it supports pandas data frames. So if you have worked with data science, again, you'll know what a pandas data frame is if you know how to code using Python, and it is very critical and it's used extensively throughout the data science world. And that is why Cloud Datalab is so good, because it allows packages that is used publicly and widely in the data science communities, and you can use it by simply using it inside the Cloud Datalab. So if we just import the google.datalab.bigquery as BQ, and you import pandas as PD, and then we can do the same selection. Remember, this query is the same query that we have done for our Google BigQuery practical. We want to get the average temperature as average temp in the year, and from the BigQuery public data set, and then we use the wildcard syntax here. Again, from 2000, the year 2000 to the year 2017, we group by the year, order by the year. It's the same query. So we can say BQ, which is BigQuery.query, and we can write the same query. And we can save this inside the average weather variable. We can just say df, which is data frame. We save this as a data frame. And then we can easily call, it's called df.head, which is again used very commonly in data frames, pandas data frames. So to run this cell, we can just press Shift Enter. So you can see the cell is running. So you can see the results below. So from the year 2000 to year 2017, see the average temperature. The interesting thing is, I want to see if the temperature increases over time due to global warming. And we can actually plot this inside Datalab as well. We can easily do data frame.plot. We can do a bar plot, bar chart with X being the year and the title being average temperature by year. So let's try it. So we press Shift Enter again. There you have it. The temperature is slightly increasing a little bit, but not really. So you can see the year down the bottom, 2000, 2001, so on to 2017. You can see it as a bar chart. To make sure that you're not charged for this, we have to close it down. So to close it down, we can just leave again, and exit out of this terminal. And we can see it inside our VM. So we can go down to compute engine. And remember how I said that Datalab creates its own VM. So you can see the VM instance running here, which runs the Datalab, and we just delete this so that you don't get charged for it.